back when you were 4 or 5, when you started school. Everyone was mostly the same height, same weight, relatively the same clothes and shoes. Yeah, of course there were some kids who were bigger or smaller, taller, shorter, but not by much. Some girls I remember had really cute clothes and pretty shoes, but the feeling I recall was more of observation. There wasn't any envy or jealousy. I got a point to make, don't worry. We, little 5-year-olds, were taught the same thing, and we were allowed to do everything together. We didn't have goals and we didn't aspire to do anything. We enjoyed the moment. I think they call that being present. We didn't think about yesterday, and we certainly weren't thinking about tomorrow. We didn't worry about how we looked or who to eat lunch with. During school, we learned songs and we sang. We learned instruments. Like anyone could go up and play the xylophone, and there was tambourine. So if you found that, you could play that. Nobody judged you. Nobody said, oh, you can't play the tambourine. You're not good enough. You're not musical. We wrote stories and we drew pictures, any color we like, pencils, crayons. And whatever we painted or whatever story we told, we all got gold stickers. At recess and lunch, we played games. Everyone was on a team. You didn't pick teams, you just played. You just stood there and the ball would be thrown to you and you would throw the ball. We all took turns throwing that ball and jumping and catching and chasing, and it didn't seem to matter who won. There were no rules. Well, there were a couple of bossy kids, but for the most part, it didn't matter. Sometimes after naps, the teacher would teach us a dance. And it was something about putting your foot in and then putting your foot out and then shaking it, something like that. What I'm trying to say is that we all sang and we all danced and we made art and we did sports, and some of us, were good at it and some of us weren't, and it didn't matter. And somewhere along the way, we got judged. And then we began to judge. Gradually, and nowadays not so gradually, we get shuffled into groups. If you're not in the group that does sports, then you're not athletic. Don't do sports anymore. If you're not getting the ribbons on your drawings, then you stop drawing and you stop painting. If you didn't get into the choir, you stop singing. Maybe you sing in the shower, but you never sing in public. Not in a band, no playing instruments. Not in school play, no more pretending. Got 2 left feet, no more dancing. Our souls got crushed little by little, and then we stopped daydreaming. We stopped hanging out and watching people play sports because we couldn't play sports and we wanted to play sports, and now you got to pay really, really high prices to see somebody else play sports. Now it seems as we got older, we would go and watch other people play sports and other people sing, other people dance. And we have to pay lots of money to see them do that. We used to do that. Yeah, sure, some of us move on and we become successful at our jobs and careers in our life. I don't know about being an NBA star or a pop star or supermodel, but statistics are that making a living as a fine artist is less likely to happen than being one of those. It's true. I didn't make that up. But as I said before, I am compelled to draw. I have to paint. I have to create. I have to make something with my hands. I see things, and I've got to put them down on paper and canvas. Although my mother died when I was young, I was instilled that I needed to be a doctor, maybe a lawyer, something that society deemed successful, but never an artist. I didn't have the guidance to become a doctor or a lawyer, nor the confidence. I didn't think I was smart enough. Turns out I'm wickedly smart. Most of us are much smarter than we think we are. Of course, there are some people who think they're way smarter than they really are. And with lacking confidence, you have fear, and most of us have fear. And fear holds us back. Not just in work, but in everything. Not making choices is a fearful act. Following the main road of life makes us feel safe. And then decades go by and suddenly you find yourself wishing this or wishing that. So this small thing I do, drawing, allows me to escape. I live in my drawings as they develop. I feel like a little child drawing. And I draw what I want to see. I draw what I want to be. Where I want to go. And when I want to be around.